Live from the den, the rematch you all have been waiting for here on the Wildcats Network. Tristan Borland on the mic with Ian's guys for the rest of the evening. Richard Hillwig at the controls, and Robbie Phillips back at it here on our camera. As you can see, our camera is fully operational this evening as we get ready for this matchup between the Wildcats and the Gateway Gators. Folks, ready to get started with our St. Vincent College pregame show. St. Vincent College brought us this pregame show. It is known as the first-tier liberal arts college that prepares students for successful careers and meaningful lives. Explore more than 60 major programs of study and learn more about how this personalized education is an affordable option, with 100% of freshmen receiving scholarship aid. Schedule a campus tour at www.stvincent.edu. Again, that's www.stvincent.edu. Again, St. Vincent College, together we rise. Cats come into this game 4-5 overall, 5-9 in the section. They're currently sitting at number 4 in Section 2A. Two-game losing streak right now for the Cats after a road loss at Mars area, where they lost that game 3-1. The one set that they did win was set 3 with a 30-point performance by the Cats to eventually win that set, but couldn't keep the momentum rolling in set number 4, so they lost to Mars area and what I was calling the planetarium. And then the Cats are also coming to this game playing Gateway. Last time the Cats played Gateway, they lost to the Gators at the Swamp back on April 11th. That was a 3-set sweep by Gateway, but now we're not the Swamp anymore, gang. We're back here at the Den. Cats to watch if you are the Gateway Gators. Owen Ward, the junior outside hitter for the Cats, in my opinion, was a real standout in the last game. Turned the intensity up to 11 in the third set to push the team back in the game against Mars area. And again, that was last week when the Cats were last on the Wildcats Network. And again, I felt that Owen Ward really showed up when it mattered and played his heart and soul out for the Cats. Another player that the Gateway Gators are going to have to keep their eyes on if they want to make sure they come out with a victory here at the Den is Jay Sumner, the junior outside hitter. Earned key points for the Cats coming off the bench for Coach Wilszewski. There was I'm not quite sure how to describe what he was doing, but he was kind of punching that ball when he was sending the spike, and because he didn't have a flat hand, there was no real direction to the ball, but gave it a bit of a knuckle spin to it, and that allowed Jay Sumner to score a boatload of kills coming off the bench for the Cats. So those are both Wildcats that the Gators are going to have to make sure that they shut down if they want to beat the Cats here at the Den. Gators, 9-4 overall, 6-4 in the section. Currently sit at number 2 in the section. They've also clinched a WPIAL playoff appearance, so the Gators are not too worried about getting win here. However, making sure that they shore up their lineup and also walk into the playoffs with a little bit of swagger would really help Gateway in this matchup. They are coming off of a sweep over Deer Lakes, which came after a road loss to Armstrong, where they were swept out there in Armstrong County. So the Gators are coming into this one, again, rebounding from that loss against Armstrong, feeling good after the win over Deer Lakes, but now are going to have to defend themselves from the Greater Latrobe Wildcats here at the Den, which for many know is easier said than done. Gators to watch. The Cats want to win here at the Den. Jake Santo, the senior middle hitter, who gave the Cats a lot of trouble in front of the net at the Swamp, standing at 6'4". That young man really towers over not only the Cats, but a majority of his team, and he is a big presence felt there as a middle blocker for the Gators. Alec Dunsmore, a basketball star for the Gators, the senior outside hitter, standing at 6'3", also adding some height to the Gators lineup, and is going to make sure that his presence is felt here this evening at the Den, and will be a really big help for Gateway if they want to get victory here over the Cats at the Den. Now, heading into the part of our pregame show, the Latrobe Auto Group keys to the game. Latrobe Auto Group brought us our keys to the game, and we'd love to bring you and your family the keys to your next ride, whether that happens to be a pickup truck, minivan, SUV, whatever your heart could possibly desire. Find it in their inventory on location just off of Route 30. Folks, the sales team over at Latrobe Auto Group We'll make sure that you and your family can get whatever vehicle they could possibly want at a price that agrees with your budget. If you can't make it to their location just off of Route 30, check out their inventory online at www.latrobeautogroup.com. Again, that's latrobeautogroup.com. Thank you, Latrobe Auto Group, for sponsoring our Keys to the Game. Keys to the Game for the Cats coming into this one, fast movement. The Cats were a little flat-footed when they went up to Mars and they played the Fighting Planets there in the planetarium. And the Cats, again, caught a little flat-footed, not quite as quick as I've seen them so far this season. So if they're going to want to come out and play fast, play hard, and get into the grills of the Gators early, if they want to have a chance at beating the number 2 team in the section here at the Den, the tall Gators, like the Cats, are not going to be able to go over top of the Gators. They're not going to be able to beat them with height or verticality. That is just not something that the Cats are going to be able to lean on in this game. So they're going to need to play fast. They're going to need to get the ball quickly into areas where the Gators are not. They're going to want to win this game at the Den. For the Gators, the keys of the game: use your height to your advantage. Getting up tall, climbing that ladder right in front of the net is going to be crucial for the Gators if they want to get a victory here at the Den. Again, we thank you, Latrobe Auto Group, for bringing us our keys to the game. We thank all of our sponsors here on the Wildcats Network. It's thanks to them that we're able to bring you guys this broadcast completely free of charge, as it should be. That's something that we hold very highly here at the Wildcats Network, that we bring the folks not only of Greater Latrobe, but everybody here in the WPIAL and beyond, everything that they could possibly ask for out of their broadcast, completely free of charge, because that's what you guys deserve at home. So thank you to all of our sponsors here in the Wildcats Network for allowing us to do this job and do it as well as we do it. So that's going to do it for our St. Vincent College pregame show. 6 minutes and 39 seconds left till the start of this one. We're going to be right back here on the Wildcats Network with the starting lineups and the national anthem coming up next year on the Wildcats Network.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood to stop at Hotel Loyal Pizza in the heart of downtown Latrobe on Ligonier Street. Since opening our doors in 1953, Hotel Loyal Pizza has proudly served the Latrobe area. From pizza, sandwiches, sides, salads, and so much more. Whether you're taking out or dining in, our menu has something for everyone. As if the company here wasn't enough, to stop in, try one bite of our highly acclaimed pizza, and you're sure to be hooked. Visit our website at hotelloyalpizza.com or call us at 724-537-3741. And remember to support our 2023 Gridiron Wildcats. Go Cats!
Valley Dairy Restaurants. You never had it so good. For breakfast, lunch, dinner. Legendary ice cream. In Latrobe, the Valley Dairy Restaurant on Colony Lane. Go Wildcats!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin.
From Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
I think we can agree it's been a crazy year for everyone. And we here at Latrobe Auto Group want you to know that we're in this together and we're here for you. Hi everyone, I'm Wendy Hyrack and I'm the finance manager here at the dealership. During the past year, we've all seen some pretty crazy things. Maybe your credit's been affected by some of those things. You should know that no matter what your credit situation is, great credit, good credit, bad credit, or no credit, Latrobe Auto Group wants to be your dealer and we specialize in credit challenges. Our credit team is just waiting to put you in a new car or truck that will start building your credit today and get you moving in the right direction. No matter what you've heard, our lot is stocked with new, pre-owned, and certified pre-owned cars and trucks. Vehicles that not only fall in line with the bank's parameters, but your budget. So whatever's been holding you back, put it aside, come on in, and together we can make it happen.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
I am the swiftest creature alive. I can make it. I will make it.
That's where we come in. The Collision Shop by Jason Mignon is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered. Body repairs, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our friendly office staff is happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit thecollisionshopbyjason.com for our complete list of services.
Welcome to Ligonier Valley Learning Center Incorporated, where little hands do big things. For 38 years, Latrobe Kinder School has provided a continuum of quality services which promotes the emotional, behavioral, educational, and physical development of children. We've used a research-based curriculum that will help your child grow academically and socially. Guidance from our expert teachers, combined with our state-of-the-art play areas, will build your child's brains and bodies. Latrobe Kinder School provides high-quality pre-K education for 3 and 4-year-old children at no cost to qualifying families through the pre-K counts. Our enrollment is always open. Visit our website, LigonierValleyLearningCenter.com, to apply today.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood to stop at Hotel Loyal Pizza in the heart of downtown Latrobe on Ligonier Street. Since opening our doors in 1953, Hotel Loyal Pizza has proudly served the Latrobe area. From pizza, sandwiches, sides, salads, and so much more. Whether you're taking out or dining in, our menu has something for everyone. As if the company here wasn't enough to stop in, try one bite of our highly acclaimed pizza and you're sure to be hooked. Visit our website at hotelloyalpizza.com or call us at 724-537-3741. And remember to support our 2023 Gridiron Wildcats. Go Cats!
Valley Dairy Restaurants. You never had it so good. For breakfast, lunch, dinner. Legendary ice cream. In Latrobe, the Valley Dairy Restaurant on Colony Lane. Go Wildcats!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Lord, notice preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin.
From Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
I think we can agree it's been a crazy year for everyone. And we here at Latrobe Auto Group want you to know that we're in this together and we're here for you. Hi everyone, I'm Wendy Hyrak and I'm the finance manager here at the dealership. During the past year, we've all seen some pretty crazy things. Maybe your credit's been affected by some of those things. You should know that no matter what your credit situation is, great credit, good credit, bad credit, or no credit, Latrobe Auto Group wants to be your dealer and we specialize in credit challenges. Our credit team is just waiting to put you in a new car or truck that will start building your credit today and get you moving in the right direction. No matter what you've heard, our lot is stocked with new, pre-owned, and certified pre-owned cars and trucks. Vehicles that not only fall in line with the bank's parameters, but your budget. So whatever.
Owen Etchinger. Senior setter and right side hitter number 4, Will Hansman. Junior outside hitter number 6, Darius Frog. Senior setter number 8, Jace Bean. Senior defensive specialist number 9, Chase Anthony. Senior defensive specialist number 11, Keegan Kuiper. Senior outside hitter number 12, Ryan Hoffner. Senior middle hitter number 19, Jake Pulowski. Senior opposite hitter and outside hitter number 29, Alec Dunsmore. Senior middle hitter number 35, Jake Santa. The Gators are coached by head coach Bill Randolph. And now it's time to meet the 2024 Latrobe Wildcat Volleyball team. Sophomore, number 5, defensive specialist, number 5, Chase Demagon. Sophomore right side hitter, number 18, Cal Akins. Sophomore defensive specialist, number 4, Dan Sweeney. Sophomore middle blocker, number 26, Jack O'Neill. Sophomore defensive specialist, number 17, Dom Durgon. Junior defensive specialist, number 23, Evan Frescura. Junior right side hitter, number 7, Brady Craig. Junior right side hitter, number 3, Tyler Bauer. Senior outside hitter, number 14, Tyler Fetter. And now your Latrobe Wildcats starting lineups. Sophomore middle blocker, number 19, Jaden Hollinator. Junior middle blocker, number 9, Jay Sumner. Junior opposite hitter, number 10, Luke Fiore. Junior outside hitter, number 8, Owen Ward. Junior setter, number 25, Eric Bizignani. Senior libero, number 6, Jacob Elliott. And senior outside hitter, number 11, Sam Kiesel. The Wildcats are coached by head coach Drew Krasevsky and assistant coaches Nick Pickard, Blake Reaping, and Mirko Bandini.
And there you have it, folks. We're ready to get started tonight with varsity boys volleyball here at the Den. Coach Volshevsky throwing a bit of a curveball at us for this evening's matchup. Number 15, Gabe Watson, getting the call up from the bench to start this evening. And the Cats taking on the right side of the hardwood. And Richard, the man, the myth, the legend himself, or you're saying that Robbie was the one that got? Okay, Robbie, my apologies. Robbie, we haven't seen you here on the Wildcats Network in a hot minute. We are very excited to have you back, so I thought it was Richard who gave me this information. But Robbie letting me know that Jaden Hollinator getting the call up from the JV squad from Coach Volshevsky. He really impressed Coach over the weekend at their last tournament. So Coach V down there letting the Cats know, hey, remember what they did to us at the Swamp. We had a tough game out there. They're now here on our turf. They're now at the Den, and we're ready to get started this evening here on the Wildcats Network. Varsity boys volleyball, folks, again, thank you so much for joining us here. We are excited to get started here this evening. Again, Cats come into this game number 4 in the section. Gateway comes in number 2. Gateway has already clinched a spot in the playoffs along with Mars area after beating the Greater Latrobe Wildcats. Mars was able to clinch the number 1 spot in the playoffs. We're ready to get started here. Phil Randolph, the head coach for Gateway, sending back. That's Jace Beam who sends it over, and we're off and running here at the Den. Shot by the Cats. A response to come. Kiesel sends it in, goes off a finger. That's point for the Cats. Want to start out hot here in the first set. Cats up 1-0. Back to serve for the Cats. That's Eric Pizignani back there. Pizignani, the junior setter for the Cats, now on the serve. His serve makes its way over. Gators to respond. Shot comes in. Good block by the Cats. And the miscommunication there between Owen Ward and Sam Kiesel. So now we're all tied up at 1 here in the first set. Back to serve for Gateway. That's Darius Farrar. And he's to send that one over. Cats to play it. Pizignani to Kiesel. His shot comes in, and that ball goes wild. Look out, Coach Randolph. Cats score again. Now it's 2-1. Substitutions coming on now for the Gators. Out onto the hardwood is Chase Anthony, the senior defensive specialist, standing at 6'1" for Gateway there on the back line. The serve by Kiesel goes right into the net. We're now all tied up at 2 here. And now back to serve for Gateway is Jake Santa, the 6'4" middle hitter for the Gators, who we mentioned in our St. Vincent College pregame show. Sends that one right over to Owen Ward. Pizignani, shot comes in, easy block for Chase Anthony up front. That's not Chase Anthony, that's Jiga Pulowski. Jay Sumner tried to send that ball in for the Cats. That's where I got the number 9 from. Owen Ward lofts it over top of the Gators. Gators to respond here. Hard shot block. Played by Kiesel. Shot comes in again, saved, and that's a net violation there by Luke Fiore on the far side of the hardwood up by the net. He got a little bit too comfortable up there in the net. And the Gators now to serve again. Cats trail 4-2 here. Oh, and the serve by Santo. He was a little off kilter there, and he tags out for Keegan Kuiper, the senior libero for Gateway here this evening. Now on the serve is Jacob Elliott, the senior libero for the Cats. And his serve goes into the net as well. I wonder if Coach V set that net a little high here, as that is another serve that went right into the net. And we're back. Sorry about that, folks. Gators up 6-4 over the Cats right now. It's set number 1. Somebody down by our camera bumped our cable, and it came a little unlatched, but we were able to fix it. So, again, we apologize here on the Wildcats Network. Another ball, another penalty on the Cats, or another penalty on the Gators. So going back now is Owen Ward to serve for the Cats here as they trail by 1 here in the first set. Owen Ward on the serve. Set up. That punch over goes out of bounds. Good try by the Gators. That was Pulowski who sent that ball over, but it goes out of bounds. Cats now tied up at 6 here in the first set. Owen Ward sends it over. Played well by the Gators, who now look to respond. Farr sends it. Cats to respond. Pizignani dumps it off and able to get there somehow. It's Etchgary, but the rest of the Etchgary didn't get it. So that's going to go to the Cats. I thought he got underneath it with his palm. I thought he saved it, but the referee says no. So Cats now have a 1-point lead here in the first set. The serve by Owen Ward is played by the Gators. And that just goes off the fingertips of Jake Elliott, the libero. And so now we're all tied up at 7 here in the first set. And back to serve is Keegan Kuiper for Gateway, the libero, who sends it over there. Dug up by the Cats. Bizignani to Kiesel with a light touch. Gators have to scramble for it, and it's out of bounds. Point Greater Latrobe. They're going to call Jace Beam on a carry. So now back to serve for the Cats is Jaden Hollinator. Again, that's the young man getting the call up from the JV squad after really impressing Coach Volshevsky over the weekend. Cats have a 1-point lead here, 8-7. In the first set, Hollinator with the serve, and they're going to say it goes out of bounds. Farr thought about getting a hand on it, but it goes out of bounds. Smart move by him, and now comes on for the Gators is Alec Dunsmore. He steps in for William Hansman. Jace Beam now back to serve for the Gators, all tied up at 8 here. Zignani to Kiesel, shot comes in, that's another point for the Cats. 1-point lead here for Greater Latrobe. And his substitution comes on now for the Wildcats. Luke Fiore now comes on to the hardwood. And back to serve is Bizignani. Cats have a 1-point lead here, 9-8. They send that ball over, and the serve has a little bit too much mustard on it, and it goes out of bounds, all tied up at 9. Farr now back to serve as both teams are tied at 9 here in the first set. The serve here. Dug up by the Cats. Sending it over, good block. Greater Latrobe gets a point there, though. Gators got the block, but it dropped in front of them. In Keurig up front, couldn't get underneath it. And coming on now is Chase Anthony. Back to serve is the senior, Sam Kiesel. His serve somehow dug up by Gateway. They now play it. Shot comes in. Sam Kiesel couldn't get there in time as it whizzed by him. The shot by Ryan Hoffner, the middle hitter for the Gators. Now back to serve is the tall man, Santo. Dug up by Elliott. Play shot, what a good, my goodness, what a play by Ryan Hoffner. Sent it whizzing again, had to barely reach up over the net. Hoffner stands at 6'1" up there up front. So he is a force to be reckoned with. Dizignani fakes it out. Good play there by Owen Ward to communicate and get there. Gators will be able to send it over, though, for the Cats to respond here. Ward, shot comes in, just barely in. That's another point for the Cats, all tied up at 11. Back onto the hardwood for Greater Latrobe is Hollinator. And Jake Elliott, the libero, is back to serve. Tied up at 11 here in the first set. The serve by Jake Elliott. Gators. Shot comes in. That's another point for Gateway. They now break the tie. Pulowski plows that one into the Greater Latrobe hardwood. The Den is silent right now. All that noise that you're hearing is from the bench from Gateway. We brought a very limited bench here today, and Hansman is now back to serve for the Gators. Cats to play it. Owen Ward gets it by. He loves that far back corner on the Gators. And now back to tie it up at 12. Hollinator's back to serve. Sending that ball over the Cats, and it's out of bounds. Good attempt by Hollinator on the serve. Back to serve is Gateway. They send that ball over. Cats to play it. Good shot by Owen Ward. It's blocked, though. Farrar couldn't get it by Hollinair. That's another point for the Cats. All tied up at 13. Cats need to score it here, break the tie, and start pulling away. Again, there's nothing better than playing in the den for Greater Latrobe, and that serve by Owen Ward goes right into the net. So that's a point for Gateway. And now have a 1-point lead here, 14-13 here in the first set. Back to serve for Gateway again is Kuiper. Play. Kiesel, good block by Gateway though up front. And that's a point for the Cats. They're going to say that's another carry on Gateway. The Gators are allowing the Cats to stay in it with untimely mistakes. That serve by the Cats goes right into the net. So now here come the Cats, or here comes Gateway after the play by the Cats. Ends up in a point for the Gators. 1-point lead here for Gateway. Good block there by Bizignani up at the net to meet Gateway, and the shot there by Alec Dunsmore lands right at the feet, and a timeout is taken by Coach Volshevsky. So with a 2-point lead here, the Gators lead 16-14 over the Greater Latrobe Wildcats here in the den in the first set. Justin Borland, Richard Hillwig, Robbie Phillips. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back here on the Wildcats Network.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood to stop at Hotel Loyal Pizza in the heart of downtown Latrobe on Ligonier Street. Since opening our doors in 1953, Hotel Loyal Pizza has proudly served the Latrobe area. From pizza, sandwiches, sides, salads, and so much more. Whether you're taking out or dining in, our menu has something for everyone. As if the company here wasn't enough to stop in, try one bite of our highly acclaimed pizza and you're sure to be hooked. Visit our website at hotelroyalpizza.com or call us at 724-537-3741. And remember to support our 2023 Gridiron Wildcats. Go Cats!
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Tristan Borland on the horn was the ins guys for the rest of the evening. Gators currently hold on to a 2-point lead over the Cats, 16-14. And now the serve by Jace Beam for Gateway. Elliott. So Ward sends it in, and it's played well by the Gators. And dump off there by Dunsmore in the near back corner. And then now pull away. It's a 3-point lead here for the Gators at the den in the first set. Jace Beam to serve again. Owen Ward plays it. Elliott. Ward has to send it over, and he does. Gateway to respond. Santo, it's blocked up front by Jay Sumner. Substitutions now for the Cats. Coming on is Luke Fiore now up front with the Wildcats. An outside hitter. On the near side, Eric Bizignani is now back to serve. Cats trail by 2. Set up. Farr sends it, and it almost goes out the door. And right there, Cats making a 1-point game at 16-17. They're going to say that one of the Cats got a hand on it. I didn't see anybody get a hand on it. Or they're going to give it to Gateway. They have a 3-point lead again. It's 18-15. Here in the first set at the den. The serve here by Farrar. Bizignani. Punched over by Fiore. Shot comes in. It's blocked. Saved by Ward. Kiesel. His shot. That's a point for the Cats. It's a 2-point game here in the first set. Sam Kiesel sent his all into that one, and it whizzed by the Gators. Those front blockers had a little bit of space between them, and Sam Kiesel was able to find it. He's now to serve. His Cats trail by 2 here in the first set. Sends that one. It's played by Gateway. Bizignani. And Owen Ward sends it over. Gateway with an easy response. Good block there by Chase Sumner. No, that's Owen Ward here on the near side. We mentioned that he was going to be a big impact on the Cats tonight. It's a 1-point game here in the first set. Kiesel is now back to serve again. Cats only trail by 1 here. They've trailed by 1 for most of this first set, and they send it out. Kiesel's serve does not stay in bounds. And now Santo on the serve. To Elliott. Bizignani puts it up for Ward. It's dug up, but no, it's a point to the Cats. I thought that Chase Anthony was able to get underneath that one, but he did not. Still a 1-point game here. Cats a trail by 1 for a majority of the first set. Jake Elliott's now back to serve. Pop up by the Cats. Shot that one in, dug up by Elliott. Nice dump off there by Eric Bizignani. Gators were able to corral that one, zipped it by Jake Elliott. Tiptoeing the line there, and now it's a 2-point game again. And so now back to serve for Gateway is William Hansman. Hansman on the serve. Pop up Bizignani. Hard shot comes in by Fiore. And the block there on the far side by Ryan Hoffner has Gateway jumping. The Gators are now 4 away from taking set number 1 here.
I think we can agree it's been a crazy year for everyone. And we here at Latrobe Auto Group want you to know that we're in this together and we're here for you. Hi everyone, I'm Wendy Hyrak and I'm the finance manager here at the dealership. During the past year, we've all seen some pretty crazy things. Maybe your credit's been affected by some of those things. You should know that no matter what your credit situation is, great credit, good credit, bad credit, or no credit, Latrobe Auto Group wants to be your dealer and we specialize in credit challenges. Our credit team is just waiting to put you in a new car or truck that will start building your credit today and get you moving in the right direction. No matter what you've heard, our lot is stocked with new, pre-owned,
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Tristan Borland with the rest of the crew here. Sorry about that, folks. Again, somebody keeps bumping that cable down there, and we apologize. I wonder if Gustafson is pulling a prank on us, Richard. What do you think? Richard's saying no. Gators are 2 points away from taking this set. Shot comes in. It's now 1. Cats trail by 5 here in the first set after battling back hard. Now back to serve for Gateway is Etchegary for the Gators. Again, Cats trail by 5 here in the first set. And Gateway is now threatening. The serve. Cats to play it. Cats can allow a single point if they want to take back set number 1. They need to go on a 5-point run. And this could start it. Gateway somehow able to put it back. Cats having some communication issues right now. Block. That's a point for the Cats. Good job by Owen Ward to send it over. And he's now back to serve. Cats need to go on a 4-point run here. If they don't want to give up set number 1 here at the Den, this would be a great way to set the tempo. And that's going to be an ace! How did Owen Ward find the back line? What a great way to start out this. Cats just need 3 more. Cats send it over on the serve. Far, it's a block! A block up front by Hollinator. Cats trail by 2. Owen Ward back to serve again. He had an ace just not too long ago. The den is roaring right now. Gateway, far. Oh, and it just gets by Owen Ward, who is too close to the center. So that's set number 1, said and done here. Gateway wins by 3. We're going to take a quick break here on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, we're going to have set number 2 here coming up next.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
The 2024 Best of Westmoreland survey is underway. Bardini's Country Smokehouse in Crabtree thanks you for naming us Best for Meats in 23. To vote now, go to bestofwestmoreland.com, then to shopping and place to buy meat, and vote for Bardini's through April 24th. You can vote once a day. Gary Bardini is the only meat specialist in the region, honored as a Hall of Fame winner by the American Association of Meat Processors. Thank you for your vote.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Tristan Borland and the rest of the crew here. Cats drop set number 1 to the Gators. And now is, I would argue, imperative that the Cats win set number 2 to keep it interesting, at least for set 4. As they did at Mars, they were able to do it against the number 1 team in the section, going 30 points in set 3 because the Cats refused to be swept. They were the first team so far this year to not be swept by Mars. Even Gateway was swept by Mars whenever they played the Planets twice so far this season. Owen Ward to get a start here in set number 2. Played. Far, it's blocked there by Kiesel. And they're going to give that one to the Cats. So Cats have a 1-point lead here in set number 2. The serve. Played by Gateway. Hard spike, good block there by Hollinator. And so Cats have a 2-point lead here to start out set number 2. That ball sent over, played by Gateway. Santo played into Cats territory, dug up by Elliott, and Kiesel sends it over. Gateway to respond, shot, and it's right in front of Jake Elliott. That's another kill for Alec Dunsmore. Gators are now officially on the board. They trail by 1 here in set number 2. Back to service Farrar. Sends that one over. It's right into that. Cats get the point there. They now lead by 2. Hollinator back to serve. Substitutions coming on now. Luke Fiore now on the hardwood for the Cats. And for Gateway, it's Chase Anthony now on their side. Hollinator has not had a serve go into the hardwood so far today. Both of his serves were out of bounds, but he gets one there. Now 1 for 3 on the evening in terms of serves. Owen Ward sends that. Chase Anthony, and losing the ball in the air was Jake Santo. So Cats are on a roll here. They're up by 3. here in set number 2 after dropping set number 1. Hollinator to serve. And his serve goes out of bounds. Tagging in is Jake Elliott, the libero for Hollinator, who, when he's on the hardwood, Hollinator has been really good. I see why Coach V gave him the call up. Santo not able to get an eye on the first serve. Can he get it here? He does. A nice one goes over. Bizignani dumps it off. Nice touch by Sam Kiesel trying to get the Gators sleeping, and that's a point there for the Cats. The Great Wall of Greater Latrobe showing up here in set number 2. And Santo tags out. Coming onto the hardwood right now is Jace Beam. Bizignani again is back to serve for the Cats, up by 3 here. It's 5-2 in set number 2. Gateway to respond. And that's kicked by Owen Ward, but that's going to be a point for Gateway. And again, as you can hear, it's rocking here at the Den. I mean, it's shaking. They're down there stomping on the stands, and it's causing the press box to shake. We are loving the energy here this evening. Shot comes by Ward, but it's going to be a point to the Gators. Too many touches on the ball for the Cats. So back to serve again is William Hansman. The senior setter for Gateway. Cats. Kiesel, good shot! He put his all into that one, and it went off the hands of Ryan Hoffner, who was a big reason why the Gators won set number 1. Cats currently lead by 2. It's 6-4 on the scoreboard. Here in the Den. The serve. Dug up. Pop up. And unable to send it over. That's going to be a point to the Cats. Too many touches on the ball for the Gators. Cats are now rolling back to their 3-point lead here. Kiesel on the serve. Played there by Gateway. Hoffner, light touch. Jake Elliott not there on the backup. It's a 2-point game. Tagging in for Hoffner is Etchegary, who is back to serve. Again, Gators trail by 2 here in set number 2 after winning set number 1. The serve, played by the Cats. Nice punch over, but it's just out of bounds. Smart play trying to come across. But now the Gators only trail by 1 here after the Cats have led for the majority of this set. Etchegary to serve. The junior defensive specialist for Gateway. They're on the back line on the serve. Bizignani. And Ward, but good block by Gateway. Gateway able to get a point after the penalty from the Cats. It's a 1-point game here. It's set number 2. That ball sent over by Hollinator. Cats on the response. Hard spike by Hollinator. Bizignani on the defense. That's another point by Gateway as that ball goes out of bounds. And a timeout is taken by Coach V, so we're going to take a timeout as well here on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, we're going to have the continuation of set number 2 coming up next.
Valley Dairy Restaurants. You never had it so good. For breakfast, lunch, dinner, legendary ice cream. In Latrobe, the Valley Dairy Restaurant on Colony Lane. Go Wildcats!
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Thanks, Chris. Host Chris Beddick, your local State Farm agent, one of the main sponsors we have here on the Wildcats Network. Chris will be in action with us on Thursday whenever the baseball team has senior night. At Graham Sabota Field, they'll play Greensburg-Salem, so make sure you guys tune in for that. That ball goes out of bounds for Bizignani. Cats have led for the majority of this game, but now are trailing. Pop up. Hard spike by Hollinator, but that ball goes out of bounds. Nobody was there on the defense for the Cats after it was blocked by Hollinator. Gators now rolling out to a 4-point lead here over Greater Latrobe. That ball sent over. Played by Jake Elliott. Sending it over is Owen Ward. Hard spike by Santo, and he's fired up. Cats are reeling after that shot came in. So now Cats trail by 5, just like how they did in the first set. It's 8-13. Cats were winning for the majority here of set number 2, but Gateway has found a way to come back after multiple untimely mistakes. Elliott was able to get underneath that one. What a play by the libero. That ball sent in, not able to go up over the net. So Cats get one back there, now only trail by 4. And back to serve for the Cats is number 15. That's Gabe Watson. Watson on the serve. Farr is able to play it. Sending it over is Jace Beam. Bizignani, what a dump off. And the Cats are able to catch the Gators sleeping. They now only trail by 3. So now the serve. And trying to avoid the ace, and Gateway somehow does it. Cats to respond. Owen Ward, his spike does not get up over the net. And so now Gators have a 4-point lead here. It's 14-10. Cats continue to trail after having a lead here in set number 2. That ball goes over. Pop up. Spike. And somehow Gators are able to play it, and it goes out of bounds. Hollinator, that's Gabe Watson, who wasn't able to stop the shot from Farrar. So Gators are back to a 5-point lead here. Waiting for the play here. Referee sends that ball over to the table, and we're ready to get back at it here. Jace Beam on the serve for Gateway. Bizignani has to keep it alive, and he somehow does, and Owen Ward lofts that over. Dump off, and that was going to go out of bounds, but Kiesel was able to play it. Owen Ward sends it over. Hard spike dug up by Owen Ward. Bizignani to Owen Ward again, or that was dug up by Sam Kiesel. Far block for the Cats. Darius Farr, the junior outside hitter for Gateway, is giving the Cats some trouble, but they're able to block him on that one, and Owen Ward sends that serve over. Shot comes in. Owen Ward isn't able to get there. You can hear the grunt by Alec Dunsmore here in the den. He put his We're back on the Wildcats Network, 17-19. Gators need 6 to win set number 2. They're already won set number 1 so far in this game. Shot comes in. Bizignani sends that one away. So now back to serve as Etchgary as Gators only need 5 to win set number 2. That ball sent over by Owen Ward, popped up by the Gators. Kuiper sends it, Cats to respond. Shot comes in and it doesn't make it over. Jay Sumner couldn't get past the Gators. They now only need 4 to win set number 2. 17-21 is the score. Pop up by the Gators. What's wrong? Get rid of this one. Go to the gear. Oh, wait. No, hold on. Go to the gear here. Gonna change.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Cats trail 19-22 here. Coach V just came out of a timeout here in set number 2. Cats led for the majority of the set, and then Gators were able to go on a run, a 3-point run, took the lead, and have not looked back since. And again, this is reminiscent of set number 1 where the Cats trailed by 3 and weren't able to come back. Jake Elliott couldn't get underneath that one. And Gators are now 2 points away from taking set number 2 here. Again, very reminiscent of the Swamp. The Gators have just put together a very good team. It's going to be up to the Cats to dig out this one. If they do not take set number 2, Latrobe is going to have to do the near impossible and do the reverse sweep on the Gators, and they score there. Etchgary was unable to get underneath that one. It was sent in. I believe that was Owen Ward who sent it in. Now back to service, Gabe Watson coming off the bench. Cats need to go on a 3-point run here. Gators only 2 away. Farr sends it over. Cats to respond. Owen Ward. And it goes out of bounds, but they're going to say it went off. No, they're going to say it went off the fingertips of Etchgary. Cats now only trail by 2 here. In set number 2, Latrobe's going to have to dig down deep. Gabe Watson on the serve again. Cats trail by 2 in set number 2, and Watson's serve goes out of bounds. So now, Gators now only need 1 to take set number 2. Can they do it? Jace Beam back to serve. Coming onto the hardwood is Dunsmore to help close out set number 2 for the Gators. Shot from Ward, blocked by Santo up front. And that will do it for set number 2 here at the Den. Cats trail by 2 sets, need to win set number 3 to force set number 4. We'll be right back here on the Wildcats Network after these short messages.
alive. I can make it. I will make it.
That's where we come in. A Collision Shop by Jason Mignon is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered. Body repairs, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our friendly office staff is happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit thecollisionshopbyjason.com for our complete list of services.
The 2024 Best of Westmoreland survey is underway. Bardini's Country Smokehouse in Crabtree thanks you for naming us Best for Meats in 23. To vote now, go to bestofwestmoreland.com, then to Shopping and Place to Buy Meat, and vote for Bardini's through April 24th. You can vote once a day. Gary Bardini is the only meat specialist in the region, honored as a Hall of Fame winner by the American Association of Meat Processors. Thank you for your vote.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
Valley Dairy Restaurants. You never had it so good. For breakfast, lunch, dinner, legendary ice cream. In Latrobe, the Valley Dairy Restaurant on Colony Lane. Go Wildcats!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Pollard Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood to stop at Hotel Loyal Pizza in the heart of downtown Latrobe on Ligonier Street. Since opening our doors in 1953, Hotel Loyal Pizza has proudly served the Latrobe area. From pizza, sandwiches, sides, salads, and so much more. Whether you're taking out or dining in, our menu has something for everyone. As if the company here wasn't enough to stop in, try one bite of our highly acclaimed pizza and you're sure to be hooked. Visit our website at hotelloyalpizza.com or call us at 724-537-3741. And remember to support our 2023 Gridiron Wildcats. Go Cats!
Welcome to Ligonier Valley Learning Center Incorporated, where little hands do big things. For 38 years, Latrobe Kinder School has provided a continuum of quality services which promotes the emotional, behavioral, educational, and physical development of children. We've used a research-based curriculum that will help your child grow academically and socially. Guidance from our expert teachers, combined with our state-of-the-art play areas, will build your child's brains and bodies. Latrobe Kinder School provides high-quality pre-K education for 3- and 4-year-old children at no cost to qualifying families through the pre-K counts. Our enrollment is always open.
We're back here at the Den, getting started for set number 3 here. Cats have lost the first 2 and are looking to rebound, but they will not there. Gateway able to score. And again, they've given up sets 1 and 2 have the Cats. So if Gateway can win set number 3, they will have swept the Cats in the series. Shot comes in by Fiore. Or no, that is Fiore. No, I was right. He has a lot more hair than Owen Ward. Sometimes the numbers on the back confuse me. That shot came in, and Gabe Watson tried to corral it, but he could not. So 0-2 is the score right now here in set number 3. Back to serve is Jace Bean. Pop up. Shot comes in, and good job there by Luke Fiore up front. Bean couldn't get underneath it in time, and now back to serve for the Cats is Eric Bizignani. Cats trail by 1 here. It's 2-1 in set number 3. That serve by Bizignani hits the net. So Gators now a 2-point lead, and they are rolling right now. Farrar is back to serve. That ball sent over and right into the net. So now hopping onto the hardwood for the Gators is Chase Anthony there. He tags out for Farrar. 2-3 is the score. Cats trail by 1 here at set number 3. The senior Kiesel sends that ball over. And it's played by Gateway. Punched over by Dunsmore, and Elliott can't get there to back up the front blockers. So back to 2 we go. Gateway is feeling themselves right now here at the Den. Santo is back to serve for the Gators. Santo, play on the serve by the Cats. Gateway able to corral that response. Oh, and Kiesel keeps it alive, but it drops. That's another point for Gateway. They're now up by 3 here in set number 3. Reminder, folks, if you are having so much fun with us tonight, don't worry. We'll be right back at tomorrow night at Graham Sabota Field. We'll have all of the action for the girls' softball game against the Route 30 rivals in Hempfield. Watch all the action. First serve is scheduled to start at 4 o'clock, and we'll make sure to be there with all the action here on the Wildcats Network. That shot by Owen Ward is blocked, but it goes out of bounds. So Cats not only trail by 2, back to serve is the libero, Jake Elliott. And if you can't have enough fun on Wednesday, don't worry, we got more on Thursday. Chris Beddick and the gang will be on Graham Sabota Field again for all the action for senior night. You can catch all the fun here on the Wildcats Network on both our website, YouTube, and Facebook. And on Friday, LHTC Media and the Wildcats Network bring you Prom Grand March. We'll have all the action. That is scheduled to start at 4 o'clock, so broadcast will start at 3:30. You can catch that not only here on the Wildcats Network, but also the Greater Latrobe School Board page or School District Facebook page. We'll have that live stream as well. That's a point going to Gateway. They're now back to a 2-point lead here. It's 4-6. And back to serve is Hansman. Kiesel, Bizignani punched over by Hollinator. Oh, diving play there made by Jace Bean for the Gators. And the Cats will now have to respond. Owen Ward, that was dug up. And Gateway can't keep it rolling, though. Great job by Keegan Kuiper to try to get underneath that one. That's a point for the Cats. Now they trail by 1 here at set number 3. And the Cats were on the road at Mars. They had to fight back in set number 3, put up 30 points total to force set number 4. They might have to do that here again tonight on the Wildcats. Now a point to the Wildcats. Carry called on the Gators. That's Ryan Hoffner, who has been the tour de force for the Gators so far this evening. And now on the serve is Watson. Hoffner, Hansman. Hoffner sends it, but able to dig it up was Kiesel. Nice dump off there by Owen Ward. And that's another point for the Cats on another carry by the Gators. You can hear the whole gymnasium roar over that one. So Cats now have a 1-point lead. It's 7-6 here. Can they force set 4 here at the Den? That ball sent over. Played by Hoffner. Dump off by Chase Anthony goes into the net. Cats now have a 2-point lead. It's 8-6. And a timeout is taken by the Gators. That's their first one this evening. So we'll take a timeout as well here on the Wildcats Network. We'll be right back with a continuation of set number 3 just after these short messages. We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Cats have taken a 2-point lead here at set number 3. Can they hold on to it, though? Back to serve is Gabe Watson as he sends that one over. Gateway sends that one over the top of the head. That was Jacob Elliott, the libero, who couldn't get underneath it. So that's a 1-point game here in set number 3. Cats need to win this set if they don't want to be swept not only at home but swept on the series by Gateway, who's already locked up their WPIAL playoff spot as the number 2 team in the section. Watson, now Gateway to respond. Shot over, good block up front by Owen Ward. Again, only a junior here for the Cats. He's going to be fun to have next year for sure. Ward sends it over, dug up by Gateway. Hard spike, and it goes out of bounds. Farr couldn't get over top of that one enough. He climbed the ladder, so Cats now back to a 3-point lead here, 10-7. Owen Ward on the serve. Dug up. That ball sent over, tapped by Owen Ward, and it goes out of bounds. So Gators now only trail by 2 here. And now back to serve for Gateway is Keegan Kuiper, the senior defensive specialist, or also known as the libero here this evening. It says on the roster defensive specialist. And he sends that one into the net, so Cats still hold on to a 3-point lead here. Back to serve is again Jaden Hollinator, who got called up from the JV team after impressing Coach Volshevsky over the weekend. And that ball is played there by the Gators after that serve was definitely going to go out of bounds. Hollinator, Bizignani dumps it off, and it's out of bounds. And they're going to give that one to the Cats. I thought it went out of bounds. And so Latrobe now has a 4-point lead here. Can they hold on to it? They had a lead in the second, but they were unable to hold on to it. Hollinator's serve goes out of bounds. Tags out for Jake Elliott, who comes onto the hardwood now. Gators trail by 3. Back to serve is Chase Beam. Beam sends it over, Cats to respond. Owen Ward played by Gateway. Ward on the back line for the Cats, sets that one up again. Bizignani to Kiesel, light touch, and able to dig that one up as far. Good job by him. Gator shot comes in, and that's a point for the Cats. 4-point lead here, 13-9. Tagging out for Hollinator is Luke Fiore now up front. So it's Fiore, Jay Sumner, and Kiesel up front. The back line consists of Elliott, Bizignani, and now the serve by Bizignani and Owen Ward. And that ball by Santo goes out of bounds. Heads up play. Santo not pumped up about that call, but it was the right call. Discussions with Alec Dunsmore again on the far side referee. But they are going to give that one to the Gators. I thought that the Cats were able to get that play in bounds. Nope. They do roll it back to the Cats. So back to service, Bizignani again here in set number 3. Cats lead 13-9. Cats had sent that ball to the Gators after the discussions. Coach Rudolph not too pumped about that call, and he's made sure that everybody knows about it. And I understand. I mean, tough game. You got to make sure you win at the Den, sweep the series. And that's going to be an ace for the Cats. Bizignani scoring there. It's a 5-point game here at set number 3. And Farr had discussions with Coach Rudolph, but the judge calling him back onto the hardwood. Good call there. Nothing wrong with talking to your player. Nothing against Coach Rudolph, but you got to call a timeout if you want to have discussions. Played by Farr. Gators send it over. Elliott. Bizignani to Kiesel, who was able to sneak that one by Santo. and Dunsmore couldn't get underneath it, so Cats now starting to roll here. 6-point lead here. I think they're going to force set number 4, just as they did at Mars, and the real question is going to be if they force set 4, are they going to be able to ride that momentum for the reverse sweep? They did it against the Armstrong Riverhawks on senior night. Can they do it again? Zignani's serve goes right into the net. Too much oomph on it. So now it's back to a 5-point game for the Gators. Farr goes back to serve. The serve played by the Cats. Saying that ball over played was Luke Fiore for the Cats. Block up front by Fiore. Played by Elliott. Dump off in the middle. Farr was able to get underneath it, but nobody there to help him, and that's another point for the Cats. Sam Kiesel now back to serve. And now on the serve is the senior, Sam Kiesel, and just barely out of bounds. That's going to be a point for Gateway. So it's 17-10 here at set number 3. Cats need to hold on here. Oh, 16-11. Sorry about the score. Back to service Santo. For the Gators, he's been very good behind the line on the serve. Zignani. Owen Ward blocked there by Gateway. Miscommunication, he has sent it over, and they do. Zignani. Hard spike comes in by Luke Fiore. Oh, what a shot there, Owen Ward. Sent that one right back. Didn't want that one, wanted them to take it back to the chef. It's 17-11 here at set number 3. Jake Elliott on the serve. Elliott can't get it over the net. He's a little disappointed in that one. So Gateway gets that one back. It's 17-12 here in set number 3. Back to serve Hansman. Hansman on the serve. Played by Fiore, Bizignani. Owen Ward, light touch there. Just able to get over the top of Hansman's head. That's another point for the Cats. Tagging out for Fiore is Watson again. Gabe Watson on the serve. Cats lead 18-12. Watson's serve goes out of bounds. 13-18. Substitutions now for the Gators. Etchegary goes back on the serve for Gateway. Again, 18-13 here at set number 3. Cats gave up the first 2 sets. Nice dump off there by Bizignani, and the Gators are calling for a reach over the net. And I understand the frustration a little bit. And back to serve is Owen Ward. Cats are now 6 away from forcing set 4. And stopping the Gators from sweeping, but not if they have anything to say about it. Farr gets that one by the Cats' back line. So now, again, it's a 5-point game here at set number 3. Cats need a force set 4 if they don't want to be swept on the series. Bizignani. Owen Ward from the back line. What a shot. The response by Gateway. Block. Elliott. Bizignani. Sam Kiesel. It's an odd one. And Gators have to try to keep it going, and they do somehow. Cats to respond. Dump off there by Bizignani. Block up front. Kept alive by the Cats. And Elliott sends it over. Gators thought that Gabe Watson was in the net, but he is not. They thought that Bizignani was in the net. That one gets by Elliott on the back line. And the Gators are rocking the den here. 19-15. Can the Cats hold on? They need 6 to take set 3, but Gators need 5 to get back into this one and retake the lead. Kiesel shot, played by Etchegary, and it goes into the stands. One of the beauties of varsity volleyball, whether it's boys or girls, is that it's a spectator sport, folks. You got to keep your head on a swivel. You never know when that ball's going to head out of bounds. And interesting, never seen this number called up before. That's Jack O'Neill for the Cats being called up. And I do see some fan favorites here in the den. I talked to Dr. Ted Benning during the break between the second and third set. And Richard, if you turn your attention to the right, I believe I see a Coach Livingston here supporting the Cats here on the hardwood. Bizignani. Far drops it over, dug up by the Cats somehow. And Ward somehow sends it over. Ward keeps it alive again. Kiesel. What a volley here by both teams. And they're going to give a point to the Cats. Too many hits by the Gators. And they are very upset about that one. Coach Livingston enjoying it there over by the exits. Again, one of the newcomers here at the Wildcats Network, heading into her second year with the Cats. Blocked there up front, another point to the Cats, who are 2 points away from taking set number 3. And a timeout is taken by the Gators. They trail 15-22. We're going to take a break here on the Wildcats Network. We'll be right back after this. We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Cats lead 22-15 here at set number 3. You need to take 3 points. And they're going to take set number 3 for set 4, just like they did at Mars area last week. Again, mentioning we have some royalty in the house, as always. Dr. Ted Benning in attendance for this one. Very excited to see Dr. Ted Benning when the Wildcats Network brings you graduation on the 30th of May. The serve there by Jack O'Neill goes out of bounds, and a substitution now for the Gators heading onto the hardwood is Alec Dunsmore. If the Gators can score 6 points, they will tie the Cats here in set number 3, score 7, and they take the lead back. So on the serve is Niku. Owen Ward sends that one. It's played by Etchgary. That's a point for the Cats on the carry by Gateway. On the out-of-bounds call on Gateway. So Cats are now 2 away from taking set number 3. And again, we mentioned some of the royalty here on the Wildcats Network that's in attendance this evening. Coach Mackenzie Livingston, your coach of the year for 5A girls basketball. And also finishing up her first year with the Cats. Can't wait to see what she has in store next year. Cats drop the ball there in front of the net. Gators get one back. It's 23-17 here in the den. It's set number 3. Farrar for the Gators is back to serve. Love the purple sleeve. Big fan of it. Nice color pop there. Cats to respond on the serve. Kiesel sends it right into the lap of Chase Beam. And now Kiesel is back to serve, and Cats are 1 point away from forcing set number 4. The senior Kiesel on the serve. Played by Kuiper, kept alive, and Kuiper sends it over. Shot out of bounds, and that will do it for set number 3. Cats for set number 4. 25-17 is the final score of this set. We're going to take a break here on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, we're going to have set number 4 coming up next.
The 2024 Best of Westmoreland survey is underway. Bardini's Country Smokehouse in Crabtree thanks you for naming us Best for Meats in 23. To vote now, go to bestofwestmoreland.com, then to shopping and place to buy meat, and vote for Bardini's through April 24th. You can vote once a day. Gary Bardini is the only meat specialist in the region, honored as a Hall of Fame winner by the American Association of Meat Processors. Thank you for your vote.
I am the swiftest creature alive. I can make it. I will make it.
That's where we come in. The Collision Shop by Jason Mignon is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered. Body repairs, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our friendly office staff is happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit thecollisionshopbyjason.com for our complete list of services.
Valley Dairy Restaurants. You never had it so good. For breakfast, lunch, dinner. Legendary ice cream. In Latrobe, the Valley Dairy Restaurant on Colony Lane. Go Wildcats!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
Thanks, Chris. Folks, Chris Beck, your local State Farm agent, a longtime sponsor of the Wildcats Network, helping us out with not only our hockey broadcast, but now for this season, and hopefully for many more, if Chris isn't sick of us quite yet, many more baseball games for Chris in the near future. Your Cats losing to Belle Vernon and losing the section title, not able to get the three-peat or the baseball team. They will be returning back on Thursday to Graham-Sabota Field to play against Greensburg-Salem, their final non-conference game of the season. And based on my knowledge, the last game of the season for the Cats. Of the regular season, they have definitely made it into the WPIAL playoffs, and we're going to make sure we have that here on the Wildcats Network. Again, brought to you by the NFHSN. Nothing more to say on that. Cats were able to force set number 4 here. They did the same whenever they had Mars earlier in the season. And our boy down there, the line judge on the far side for Greater Latrobe is Alex Dominic, a longtime help here on the Wildcats Network. And I don't mean to say my boy in terms of, it's an endearing, I mean that in an endearing way, although I hope that Alex takes it that way. Alex, we miss you here. We can't wait for volleyball season to be over so we can have you back on our broadcast. Alex is a treat to have. So is all of our students. Notice how I say students, not you, Richard. You're not a student here anymore. You're just a troublemaker. Or as Chris Beck would say, your man, my man, everybody's man, Richard. Oh, Richard's blushing. Sorry, Richard. All right, I think the Cats are done with me embarrassing Richard here on the Wildcats. And we're getting ready for set number 4 here. Back to serve for the Cats is Owen Ward. I guess some words being said by both teams. The assistant coach having words. Same with Coach Rudolph. Both teams were given warnings by the far side referee, I imagine, for drawing HR, which, I mean, as anybody who's been around varsity volleyball long enough, whether it's boys or girls, jawing across the net goes back and forth. That's just part of the sport, but it's important to keep it appropriate. And what Coach Rudolph is asking is some clarification on this, and the den getting loud here as the Cats are excited for set number 4. Again, the den is roaring right now for set number 4. And again, assistant coach Estramera, I hope I pronounced that correctly, having some words with the referee, and same with Coach Rudolph, trying to understand why warnings were dished to both sides as we get ready for what could be the final set. Cats cannot lose this set if they want to force set number 15, or set, oh my goodness, set number 15. Force set 5, in which they need to win 15 points in that set to win the game. But again, the reverse sweep is something that's not easily done here in varsity sports. Santo trying to get the Gators all pumped up as Ward gets us ready for set number 4, and that's an ace to start out the set. Kuiper, I don't know if he lost the ball in the noise here in the den. I don't blame him. I would have done the exact same thing. And Owen Ward sends that one over. Gators to respond. Cats to keep it alive. And Elliott sends it over. The response by Gateway here. Santo, it's blocked by the Cats. Nice dish. Eric Bizignani. The dish from in front of the net. Caught the Gators sleeping. Ryan Hoffner couldn't get back in time there on the back line. Cats up 2-0 here in set number 4. Dug up, lost again. That's another point for Owen Ward here. Cats are up 3-0. Gateway is yet to get on the board here in set number 4. 3-0 here. Cats are rolling with all the momentum in the world. Served by Ward again, played by Keegan Kuiper. Far, Cats to respond. Owen Ward sent that ball careening into Keegan Kuiper. That's another point for the Cats. Gators are yet to be on the board here at set number 4. Owen Ward on the serve again. Kuiper to play it. Gators. That shot out of bounds. Owen Ward is feeling himself, and he should. He was one of the Cats that we mentioned in our St. Vincent College pregame show, and a timeout already taken in the set by the Gators. Cats up 5-0 here at set number 4. We're going to take a break here on the Wildcats, and we'll be right back after these short messages. We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Owen Ward still serving here in set number 4. That shot comes in, blocked off the shoulder. Dump off in the middle. And Jake Elliott couldn't get there in time. That's a point for the Gators. First points on the board for them. They still trail by 4 here in set number 4. I know the scoreboard on your screen there in the top left says 3, but I promise you folks it's 4. I think the scoreboard operator here at the den fell asleep. I don't blame them. These kids have long days. I don't envy them. I would also be sleeping at the scoreboard. Cats to respond on the serve. And that's a point there for the Cats. It goes off the hand of Chase Beam on the near side. Substitutions for the Cats coming on right now. That is Jay Sumner and Jack O'Neill coming onto the hardwood for the Cats. Jack O'Neill going back to serve for the Cats, who are up 6-1 here in set number 4. And some more royalty joining us here at the den. Tyler Gustafson, the assistant athletic director, joining us courtside. Dump off. All right, Richard, don't. That shot goes out off of Owen Ward. I was going to say Richard needs to put some respect on Gustafson's name. The assistant athletic director is absolutely royalty. Gus lets me into almost any room that I need to get into, and it's because of him that I'm able to do my job so well. So thank you, Gus, here from the Wildcats Network. Gators trail 2-6 here on that serve. Ward saved by Santo, and it goes into the bench for the Gators. Cats now up 7-2. Substitutions for the Cats. Eric Bizignani stepping onto the hardwood for the Cats, along with Fiore, who steps in for O'Neill. No, O'Neal's still on the hardwood, so I wonder who Fiore stepped in for. Cats, that ball goes off the tip. That's a point for Greater Latrobe, as that went off one of the out-of-bounds stakes. So it's 8-2 here in set number 4. Cats are absolutely, they can hold on to this lead for set number 5 here at the Den. That one goes off the net. Point to Gateway on the serve from Bizignani. And now William Hansman, the senior setter for the Gators, now on the back line to serve as they trail by 5 here. Oh, hard spike right at Owen Ward. Gators are ready to call a comeback. Jace Beam sends that right into the lap of Owen Ward. So now Hansman is back to serve. They trail by 4 here in set number 4. Pop up. Hard spike there. And that's a point for the Cats. Fiore sends it into the lap of the blockers. Sam Kiesel on the serve. 9-4 here. Kiesel. His serve too much, goes out of bounds. I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to get that right at Keegan Kuiper. The libero on the backside for the Gators. Etchcarry now back to serve for the Gators. They trail by 4 here. It's 9-5 in set number 4. As Cats roared out to a 5-point lead, and the serve there off the bench does not get over the net. Jake Elliott now back to serve. Five-point game here. Jake Elliott on the serve. Farrar pops it up. Hard spike blocked by the Great Wall. Another shot played by Elliott. It's still alive. Owen Ward, he keeps it inbounds. He somehow finds the edge. How do the Cats do it, folks? The libero Elliott's back to serve. Cats lead by 6 here. The serve. Pop up by the Gators. Oh, and losing it midair is Hollinator. Coach V does not think that that's very funny. They call it a carry on the Gators, so Elliott serves again. Pop up. Hard spike. Goes off of Owen Ward. That's a point for the Gators, and now only trail by 6. Here at set number 4. Keegan Kuiper now back to serve for the Gators. Keegan Kuiper sends it over. Set up by the Cats. Nice send over by Luke Fiore. Gators to respond. Punched out by Hollinator up front. Sancho couldn't get it over. Gabe Watson on the serve. Let me tell you it's what. You may not be able to see it, but Robbie and Richard are loving this game. 13-6 here. The Den is truly something magical. Farr sends it over and over top of all the Cats. After it went off the fingertip of Gabe Watson up front. 13-7. Jace Bean back to serve for the Gators. Send that one over. Cats to respond. Shot comes in, blocked by Farrar. So Gators now only trail by 5 here in set number 4. Sending that one over is Beam again. Elliott, Bizignani. Shot from Owen Ward, and it lands right in front of him. Good block up front by Gateway. That's the B-ball star, Alec Dunsmore. They're on the block on the near side. Beam to serve again. Gators trying to roll back. It was a 4-point game, now back to 5 as that serve by Beam can't get over. Now Owen Ward back to serve. Again, that was a cat that the Gators needed to watch out for if they wanted to shut down Latrobe here at the Den in our St. Vincent College pregame show. Hard spike right at Elliott, who's able to keep it going, and Ward sends it back. Hop up, punch over. Bizignani on the block. He sent that one back into Santos' lap. What a play there up front by Eric Bizignani. Cats now, it's a 6-point game here at set number 4. Owen Ward to serve. Send it over. Ward plays it. Nice light touch by Sam Kiesel. Gators need to respond. Dunsmore, it's dove in by, that was Jake Elliott who made a nice dumping play, and that push over by Dunsmore gets by Elliott. So it's back to a 5-point game here for the Cats. Darius Farrar is back to serve. Sending that one over. Played by the Cats. Owen Ward shot that goes in and out the back. Cats now back to a 6-point game again here at set number 4. Back to serve is Jack O'Neill, the sophomore outside hitter for the Cats. 16-10. Sent that ball over, played by Gateway. Santo gets it by Owen Ward. And now Santo is back to serve. Jake Santo on the serve. Cats lead by 5 here. Fault on the serve. Santo will get another shot at it. Robbie, you make sure that Alex is down there and he's paying close attention to that back line. Cats to respond. Played there by Santo. Goes off the forearm of Jake Santo for the Gators. Cats feeling themselves right now. Back to serve is Eric Bizignani. 6-point game here. Cats need to win this set to force set 5. Pop up. Hard spike right in the front. Alec Dunsmore sends it into the Cats' lap. Gators trail by 5. Tag in is Hansman. He'll go back to serve for the Gators. Sending that one over the Cats. Or the Gators. Hansman can't get it up over the net. Now Sam Kiesel, the senior, back to serve for the Cats. Kiesel to serve. Played by Gateway. Sending it over. Cats to respond. Dump off is nice. Kuiper plays it. Shot comes in on the near side. Point Gateway. Cats couldn't get into position in time. Substitution stepping on now for the Gators. Farrar and Etchgary back to serve. Apologize for my voice here, folks. It's starting to trail. We still have another set left to go. I hope I can hang in there as the Cats have so far in this match. And a shot there by Owen Ward. He is racking them up right now. And Jaden Hollinator comes on to the hardwood. Somebody should let that young man know not to stick his finger in the light socket. My goodness, that hair is wild right now. Back to serve is Jake Ellie. He sends that one over. Pop up. Shot comes in. Great block up front by Hollinator. That's a point for the Cats on a carry. Coach Randolph not pumped about that one. Cats are 5 points away from forcing set 5. Elliott's service played by Gateway. What a block by Owen Ward on the near side. Cats now 4 away, and a timeout is taken by Coach Randolph. So that means that we will take a timeout as well here on the Wildcats, and we'll be right back after these short messages coming up next. We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Cats lead 21-3 here to 13 here. My good, 21-3 would be quite the score line. And again, I know the scoreboard says 3, but I promise you folks, this is set number 4 here at the Den. Cats trying to battle back and split the series with the Gators. That one dropping right in front of Eric Bizignani. Santo comes in, tags out. That is Pulowski, who hops off the hardwood. Kuiper sends that one, played by Kiesel. Hollinator, played by Farrar. And they're going to give a net violation to the Cats. They're going to give it to Hollinator. So now back to serve is Keegan Kuiper again, the libero. It's 15-21, 6-point game here at set number 4. Dump off by Ward, played by Hansman. Farrar sends it right into the feet of Sam Kiesel. Elliott had that one zip by him. It's now a 5-point game here. Can the Gators come back here? If they win this set, that does it. I think the Cats have something to say about that as Bizignani sends it to Hollinator. It's blocked up front by Santo. He sends that one right into the chops of Jake Elliott. Now, let's just say that Santo's pretty animated about it. He should be. What a great play up front. The timeout is taken by Coach Volshevsky. So we'll take a timeout as well. We were right back here on the Wildcats Network after this.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood to stop at Hotel Loyal Pizza in the heart of downtown Latrobe on Ligonier Street. Since opening our doors in 1953, Hotel Loyal Pizza has proudly served the Latrobe area. From pizza, sandwiches, sides, salads, and so much more. Whether you're taking out or dining in, our menu has something for everyone. As if the company here wasn't enough to stop in, try one bite of our highly acclaimed pizza and you're sure to be hooked. Visit our website at hotelloyalpizza.com or call us at 724-537-3741. And remember to support our 2023 Gridiron Wildcats. Go Cats!
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Cats lead 21-17 here at set number 4. Can they force set number 5? They're going to try to here. Luke Fiore sends it into Gators territory. They can't block it. Now Gabe Watson steps in to go back and serve. Cats need 3. They head into set number 5. But can they do it? And that's going to be an ace on the serve by Gabe Watson. Edgegary trying to play it, but he was too soft on it. And now the Cats are 2 away from forcing set number 5. Pop up. Oh, almost another ace for Gabe Watson. Dump off Bizignani, played by Edgegary. Farrar sends it into the rafters, and they can't do it. Good play there in the stands. But now the Cats need one more to send us into set number 5. Gabe Watson, the serve. Farrar, miscommunication. Farrar sends it over. Kiesel, Bizignani. And Owen Ward scores there for the Cats. And we head into set number 5 here on the Wildcats Network. We're going to take a break in between sets, and we're going to come back with what will be the final set of the match after this.
The 2024 Best of Westmoreland survey is underway. Bardini's Country Smokehouse in Crabtree thanks you for naming us Best for Meats in 23. To vote now, go to bestofwestmoreland.com, then to shopping and place to buy meat, and vote for Bardini's through April 24th. You can vote once a day. Gary Bardini is the only meat specialist in the region, honored as a Hall of Fame winner by the American Association of Meat Processors. Thank you for your vote.
I think we can agree it's been a crazy year for everyone. And we here at Latrobe Auto Group want you to know that we're in this together and we're here for you. Hi everyone, I'm Wendy Hyrak and I'm the finance manager here at the dealership. During the past year, we've all seen some pretty crazy things. Maybe your credit's been affected by some of those things. You should know that no matter what your credit situation is, great credit, good credit, bad credit, or no credit, Latrobe Auto Group wants to be your dealer, and we specialize in credit challenges. Our credit team is just waiting to put you in a new car or truck that will start building your credit today and get you moving in the right direction. No matter what you've heard, our lot is stocked with new, pre-owned, and certified pre-owned cars and trucks. Vehicles that not only fall in line with the bank's parameters, but your budget. So whatever's been holding you back, put it aside, come on in, and together we can make it happen.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Cats force set 5. 15 points are all that separate the Cats, and a second reverse sweep here at the Den. It's not going to be easy. First team to 15 walks away with the win. It will either be the Gators, who will have a nice bus ride back if they win, or the Cats, who will defend the Den once again. They did it earlier in the year against the Riverhawks, who swept Gateway at Armstrong, so it is possible. But the Cats were also on senior night. That just gives you a little extra adrenaline. That just means something different. So can the Cats win here at the Den? On the serve for the Gators to get started is Jace Beam. Well, a nice show of sportsmanship between him and Sam Kiesel. Handshake at the net before we got started with this set. Jack O'Neill on the response. Dump off, played well by Watson. Up front, Cats keep it alive. And a carry was called by the fans here at Gateway. And the referees did not call it. The Gateway faithful aren't happy about it, but they're able to score either way. So Gators lead 1-0 here in set number 5. Bizignani unable to get it. Nice dump off by the Gators. Kiesel tried to dump it off, and that's a point for the Gators. Too many touches on the ball. Cats roared out to an early lead in the last set, 5-0. Gators now up 2-0. That ball sent over and out of bounds. Cats are scrambling right now. The pressure is starting to get to them here at the Den. Cats have not yet scored, and Coach V takes a timeout to get their heads back into this one. We'll take a timeout as well here, and we'll be right back after these short messages.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all.
Welcome back, folks. Sorry to the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. We just can't wait to get back into this one. Cats are down 0-3, and the shot there by the Cats goes out of bounds again. It's 4-0 here in the final set. Cats need to lock in. The pressure's starting to get to them. Play by the Cats on the serve. And that's going to go to the Cats there. Sam Kiesel sends it off the fingertips of Alec Dunsmore. Cats trail by 3 here in the final set. Eric Bizignani back to serve. Cats trailed in the third set, but were able to battle back. And for set 4, took an early lead and never looked back in set 4. The serve there by Bizignani finds its mark. Shot comes in. That's a point for the Gators. Alec Dunsmore is able to get that one to drop in front of the Cats. Farr is back to serve. The Gators unrelenting in their sound, and we love it here at the Den. I feel like every sound is amplified by a million. Nice touch over, able to keep it alive with the Gators, but they can't scramble for it. A nice touch by Sam Kiesel. His last ball sent into Gator territory was a hard shot. So a nice loft over. Gators did not have anybody on the defense to block it. So Kiesel now back to serve. Cats trail by 3 here in set number 5. He sends it right into Chase Anthony, and Gators can't get it over in time. Too many touches on the ball. Cats trail by 2. Shot. And that's a point for the Cats. Clawing their way back into this one. Owen Ward reminding Sam Kiesel it's all on him. Kiesel now to serve the senior. Would love to defend the den one last time. Sends it out of bounds. Too much pressure on him. Gators now hang on to a 2-point lead here at the den. Jake Santo, the senior, back to serve. Santo has a nice serve. Nice and light. Cats to respond. Chase Anthony caught sleeping on the back line. Oh! The ball bounced off the backboard on the back net. And Jake Santo couldn't get there in time. He's not feeling good. He has to limp off. Hope he's all right. In the meantime, Keegan Kuiper steps onto the hardwood for him. Shot comes in, blocked up front by Hollinator, and that's another point for the Cats. They're tied up here at 6. The libero Elliott now back to serve. Elliott sends it over, played by the Gators. Hoffman is able to play on it, and it gets by off the foot of Jake Elliott, and that's a point for the Gators. Now lead by 1 here. Bat to serve is Hansman, who comes on. He stepped on for, I believe that was Dunsmore. Hansman sends it over, played by Elliott. And Owen Ward sends it off the forearm of Jace Beam on the block. So Cats tied up again at 7. Luke Fiore comes off the hardwood. Back to serve now is Gabe Watson, who Richard has informed me is the brother of Paige Watson, an alumni here of Greater Latrobe. That serve by Watson goes out of bounds. And Gators now have a 1-point lead here. Now back on the serve. Bizignani. Nice shot coming in from Hollinator. Light touch over. Bizignani pops it up. Gators scrambling, and Keegan Kuiper sends it over. Owen Ward drops it right to the left of Etchgary, and they get the all good there. What a dig. And Owen Ward sends it in. Tied up at 8. Owen Ward now back to serve for the Cats. He was serving when the Cats went on the big run back in the last set. Farr plays it. He has to just dump it off. Watson. Kiesel, it's played. Elliott keeps it going. Nice dump off by Kiesel, played by Farrar. Beam. Elliott. Dump off by Bizignani. Gateway as well on the dump off. Bizignani sends it over to Kiesel, sends it into the Gators. Scramble. And that one is lost. Cats take a lead here at set 5. 9-8. After starting out with a 4-0 lead, Gators give the lead to the Cats. Owen Ward needs to dig deep here. They're only 6 away from winning with a reverse sweep of the Gators. And that one out of bounds, another point for the Cats. Owen Ward giving the Cats life, and a timeout is taken by the Gators. Coach V is amped up. And we are as well here on the Wildcats. Now we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be right back after these short messages.
I'm proud to work with an organization that known across the state that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Cats take back the lead. It's 10-8 here. Owen Ward on the serve. Right. And shot comes in. Hollinator climbs the ladder. And they're going to give the point to the Gators. So they're going to say that Hollinator reached over the net. And Coach Volshevsky is furious. Kiesel and frustration across the board for the Cats. Kiesel and Bizignani says that Hollinator was on sides, and I agree with them, but nothing we can do about it. Cats still have a 1-point lead. Shot comes in, and Kuiper can't retain it. Hollinator comes out. Coming in is Jack O'Neal. And Jay Sumner comes in for Elliott. O'Neal goes back to serve. Owen Ward says, you know what, if you're not going to give it to Hollinator, we'll get our 2-point lead back, please, and thank you. So Jack O'Neal now on the serve for the Cats. Farr plays it. Zignani. And Kiesel sends it into the hands of Santo, and it goes out of bounds. Cats 3-point lead here. And Owen Ward and Sam Kiesel are so happy with the way that the Cats are playing right now. They're 3 points away from the reverse sweep of the Gators. The second time they would do that here this year. Shot from Kiesel. Another point for the Cats. One away. Two points away. I thought that the board was late, but it was not. Dump off, kept alive by O'Neal. Izignani gets it over, and that one goes out of bounds. Now, with a 5-point lead, Cats are one away from the reverse sweep in the Den, and Coach Randolph takes a timeout. The Den is roaring here, and we come back for what could be the final point of the game here on the Wildcats Network.
Valley Dairy Restaurants. You never had it so good. For breakfast, lunch, dinner, legendary ice cream. In Latrobe, the Valley Dairy Restaurant on Colony Lane. Go Wildcats!
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small businesses.
We're back here. Sorry, Chris. Cats need one here. Gators can't give up another point. They're down by 5 here. Cats to win set number 5. Farr digs it. Punch away, and that's a reach over on Jay Sumner. So Gators trail by 4. They need to go on a 4-point run here. And I don't know if my heart can take much more, folks. I really don't. Back to serve for the Gators. They can't give up a single point. They need to go on a 4-point run here. Jay Sumner, or that's not Jay Sumner, that's Owen Ward who sends that into the lap of Keegan Kuiper. Blocked there by Bizignani. Cats win! Cats win! What a way for Greater Latrobe to come back here at the Den, down by 2 sets, and the reverse sweep of the Gators. Cats win 3-2 at the Den. And we are so thankful that we were able to be here tonight for the Wildcats at Greater Latrobe. We thank everybody at home for tuning in here on the Wildcats Network. Cats win 3-2 over Gateway, and they will split the series. And Coach Volshevsky is so excited for the Cats. That will do it here for our stream on the Wildcats Network. We thank everybody for tuning in this evening. And we will be back tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock, Softball for the varsity team will be playing against Hempfield. So for our crew here on the Wildcats Network, Tristan Portland signing off. Cats win 3-2 here on LHTC Media.